8 firefighters being caught in a devastating blaze in KwaZulu-Natal's Midlands at the weekend. 6 of them died and 2 are critically injured. The fire, suspected to be the work of poachers, has raised alarm bells about a surge in blazes across the province. Let's get you a sense of how the provincial government is responding to this now. Bring in Senzelwe Mzila, who's the spokesperson for the KZN Cooperative Governance Department and joins us now via our telephone line. Senzelwe, great to have you on the SABC. Thanks very much indeed for making time to speak to us. Devastating what is taking place in KwaZulu-Natal, especially when you consider that this is started by human beings, so to speak. How are you responding to this so far? In other words, are you managing to keep these fires under control?
Good morning to you, and good morning to your listeners. And our province is facing a great tragedy. As you've indicated, we've lost a number of lives as a result of the tragic fires that have ravaged large parts of our province. We can indicate that the disaster management teams within the Department of Cooperative are coordinating the response within the province to these tragic fires that have taken place. As you've indicated, we have lost about 14 lives. We received news this morning that the 3 firefighters that were sent to hospital following last night or yesterday's tragic incident unfortunately succumbed to their injuries. MEC for Cooperative, MEC Senzelwe Mzila, has sent condolences to all the families that have been affected by these tragic incidents that have taken place across our beautiful province.
Sure. Can I just double check? Did you say that the death toll is now at 14? The last figure we had was 13.
Yes. The reason for this is that even yesterday as well, there was an informal settlement fire that took place in Durban where 1 fatality was confirmed. So if you add that 1 fatality and together with the 3 that took place or that were confirmed this morning, that brings us then to 14.
Sure. As I mentioned, it seems these fires aren't just the work of nature. I mean, it's poachers that we're told that are starting the blazes in an attempt to aggravate essentially animals in the forest so that they can poach them. How far, let me ask the question this way, to what extent are you able to identify who those people are in collaboration, of course, with the police?
The MEC for Cooperative, MEC Senzelwe, has made a clarion call for our communities right across the province that the issue of starting fires at this moment in time is an issue that honestly we cannot afford to be risking, as the conditions are favorable for wildfires to spread. So there is a great need for communities to partner with government in ensuring that we do not start fires unnecessarily. The government also is working with law enforcement agencies to ensure that there is justice, because these fires have taken lives, and starting wildfires in areas where they cannot be controlled, it's a reckless thing to do, and we do encourage our communities to exercise it at utmost caution and report such people that do such things.
As you mentioned, a number of people have died. I imagine several more have been displaced. Are you managing with providing relief to those individuals who now need shelter?
Yes. Well, the Department of Cooperative, through the Preventative Disaster Management Center, is coordinating the response of the province, and all 9 functioning departments are working closely with the department to ensure that we're able to provide relief. We are also grateful for the social partners that are partnering with the department to ensure that we are able to provide for the communities that have been displaced and that have been greatly affected by these wildfires.
Yeah. Do you have figures for us, Senzelwe, just of how many people might be in need of shelter at the moment?
Currently, there are a number of assessments that are being done in terms of in each and every district, in terms of the amount of damage that is taking place to homes and the amount of people that are needing support. But there are a number of interventions that are there right now that are being done on the ground by the department, working together with 9 functioning departments to ensure that these affected community members are able to be provided with the support that they need at this crucial time.
Okay. And as you and I are speaking now, how are those fires being managed? I mean, are you sort of confident that you might be able to extinguish some of them, or have you already gotten around to do that?
Well, disaster management teams continue to be on alert across the whole province. The issue of fires, there are fires that are still raging in some areas, and disaster management teams are doing the best they can to ensure that fires are contained. The message, though, to our communities is that under no circumstances must we start fires. If we see any fire, we must report it to our emergency services or our firefighting services that are located within our district municipalities and local municipalities.
All right, Senzelwe Mzila, thanks for your time. Appreciate it. Really concerning, of course, what's taking place in parts of KwaZulu-Natal. We've now heard there that the death toll has increased to 14 people having died since these fires were started and started spreading rapidly. Senzelwe Mzila is a spokesperson for the KZN Cooperative Governance Department.